In this, they could look anywhere. So something could be happening, they could be looking over there. So something gotta draw their attention to whatever you want them to look at.
But that's what I'm saying, there's gotta be like a trigger, like all of us sitting in a room, right? And then somebody starts talking over there. So whoever's watching is naturally gonna look at the person, and then some shit just comes out here, and by the time you turn around, it's like, oh, like the 360 horror videos, it's a
some of them
simple
that's
setup.
good, and some of them that's good, and some of them that's corny, but it's like, that's the sound is a big thing of it, of like drawing people's attention with sound. Because if a gunshot go off or some shit happen, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna like look. But it's hard to tell a story sometimes on subtle things because you can't direct exactly where the viewer would look at.
I would love to write a movie in one room.
It's something if you figure out, bro. Like,
they did that
everybody's
before.
trying to figure this shit out.
No, I mean 360, where you constantly direct people's attention.
But could you do Usual Suspects, where if we see from the beginning that it's homeboy, you know what I'm saying? It messes the whole movie up. We gotta wait till the end until he's like, okay, yeah, Kaiser Soze. I am Kaiser Soze, and he starts walking straight, and you're like, oh, nah, no way. And then you go back and think about the wall and the cup and the, you know what I'm saying? So that's the part of that that's
Perfect
hard.
scenario. Bunch of people locked in a cell, don't know how they got there. One of them throughout trying to figure out how they got there, one of them starts to feel sick. This nigga's infected with something. He starts changing. Changes into whatever, attacks the next person, the rest of them help him kill him, but one of them get bit. And like, it's like you sitting in a room and it's like a countdown for everybody. You know what I mean?
That happened.
That could be some shit where motherfuckers would just be like this the whole time, like,
who got
yo, I think this nigga's about to change. You know what I mean?
I can see
crazy shit.
Now, if you, it's something to, you know, it's new, it's wide open, because again, what I'm telling you is that there's none, like not even 0.00001% of urban content in this world.
Is that why that digital rapper thing was hitting so well?
FM Mecca?
Nah. The reason number one that got so much backlash is people are like, you can't take our art and think that an algorithm is going to be able to do that. Number one.
Right.
Number two is he came out with a racial slur. You know what I'm saying? So then that is just like off top.
Yeah.
Like, nah, we're not jacking that.
And then they jerked the guy who was doing the voice.
Yeah. So it's parts of that. It's parts of that. You gotta understand what's going on. You gotta understand what's going on right now. If MIT has a program that says, okay, we're gonna feed this program every jazz record that has ever existed, from the time of record, which is not a long time, from the time of recorded music, it's really only 100 years.
100 years.
Of that, and then I can then tell the program, give me a song, create a song. And I want it to be 20% Coltrane, I want it to be 30% Monk, I want it to be 50%, you know, pick whoever, Bird, whoever you want to do. And I want it in the style of this person, and you can start to create music that way.
Can it do
fucks
it?
with you?
Yeah, it does.
Yes, hell
Because here's the point. The point is that every time that music changes, it's somebody sitting down and going, this has never been done before, let me try it this way.
Right.
Or it doesn't take into account, this is played out to the people right now because they've been listening to this for so long, let me go here. I may be tapping into something old, but because the people have never heard this, so it takes away human creativity. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. No matter what, when you program something, it is in a language that is zeros and ones.
Right.
You know how there's an infinite amount of space between 0 and 1.
Of course. Is there any...
That's what your brain...
Yeah, but...
you understand what I'm saying?
Do you
When there's
believe
an infinite
only
amount of
human
space?
beings could tap into that?
No, I'm saying human beings have to... What you're doing is you're analyzing something.
Right.
And you're saying all of these things that we've created so far, but that's just your base of what can be the creative. You're not making something new that doesn't exist. That's like me saying, like, it's a bunch of ways I could look at this. When I say there's an infinite amount of space between 0 and 1, you can go to 0.5, and then you can go to 0.25, and you can keep breaking that down and breaking. there's no quantization in human thought.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's one of the things that we are stuck in now. With like, go to political systems. We have things that we worship because of the fact that they have been established before. So we are now in 2022 thinking only capitalism, communism, socialism. Yeah, it's like 5 things. Where's the new thing that we made up? Because we analyze what's going on right now. We say this is what's best for the people. Boom, boom, boom. It don't have to have that old name. It can have whatever name. It don't have to have a name.
Right.
It could just be whatever. That's what I'm saying. You're not adding on. The thing of the gods was to add on. Once you memorize everything, then what good is that? I seen, quote, mad plus degrees, lip fixing ass can't feed their own seeds. You see what I'm saying? That jizzle line mean that. That's like, yo, you just memorizing the information, you're not using it.
Right.
That's what technology
That's what I
is.
mean.
It sterilizes what we do.
But it's not that.
Not in
it's
line.
how
I
you
think
use
there's an
it.
element-
It's how you use
No, I'm
it,
talking
bro.
about as far as the FM Mecca thing was concerned.
Yeah.
Once you
I'm
develop
just
an
saying,
algorithm for
but
something,
watch what you say when you say technology. Because of this. Because people will put technology to a computer. The wheel is technology. A hoe is technology. The reason that human beings on this planet are further than every other organism on the planet is tools.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And that's technology.
But I've also come to understand that the goal of technology is to remove human. What's the word I'm looking for?
No.
Yes.
No, it's not.
No. There's no piece of technology that does not, if it improves the human condition, which it can do.
Bro, you sitting on you listen to me. This is why and I will let you finish. I will let you finish. I will let you I will let you finish.
Shit, you know where you going with this.
No. I will let you finish, but what I'm saying to you is right now, you're sitting in a chair, you're wearing sneakers, you have on shorts, you have lights in here, you have a fan because of the temperature. Right now there's air conditioning going on. All of this is improving. You're looking at a clock that's telling you what time it is. All of it improves the human condition. It's how you use it. It's like money. It's like anything else. Money could be used for the most negative thing in the world, or money could be used for the most positive thing in the world. Technology in and of itself is just the advancement of tools. That's all it is. But what I'm saying to you is that go back to the political system. It don't matter. If the heart of the man is not right or woman is not right, it doesn't matter if you're talking about
Any policy they come up with.
Any system itself is going to get corrupted if your heart is not right.
Right.
If I'm not using this for the betterment of humanity, this is me as a kid watching Star Trek. And I'm like, yo, you know what? Gene Roddenberry got to the point where he was just like, yo, let's skip past all of it. Money doesn't exist there. People ain't fighting for food. You can walk up to the wall and just press in whatever you want. So what's the purpose? Okay, the purpose is to get better at whatever that thing is that you do.
It's set to improve the human condition. That was the first thing I said. But also, I'm not lost on the fact that one of the purposes of technology is to remove human. There's a word right there that I can't get to.
Human what?
I'm trying. If I could get to this one word, human, not assistance, not human. When human involvement.
Involvement in what?
Depends on what.
Depends on what we're talking about.
Okay, let me go all the way back. Let's go back to the Luddites. You know what the Luddites are?
Okay.
You know the Luddites, right? So, back when people performed music live.
I don't know the Luddites.
Me neither.
I'm gonna explain it to you.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna bring it to why technology and why people
Are we
fight
filming?
it.
Long time.
Why people fight it. The Luddites is like when you as Math Hoffa back in the 1700s were performing, the only way that I could entertain or to even see you is to come to a amphitheater. Right? Then somebody creates this thing called the phonograph. There's a way for me to record your voice through technology onto a piece of a cylinder. Because back then it wasn't even phonograph. You know what I'm saying? It was metal.
Metal cylinders with like.
Cool. So the Luddites was the first people that was like, yo, if I record my voice on this, why would people, it's gonna kill my business. Why would people come see me live if they could just listen to me every day by putting this thing on the thing? And they like, yo, you're not seeing that this is a whole other revenue stream for you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not the technology. Everywhere we go, technology is gonna keep going. And one thing is you can't fight it, it's already here.
I'm never trying to fight
Right,
it.
no, right. But what I'm saying is every time that we flip, we find a new way to draw a revenue stream out of whatever it is. If we was an agricultural society and the money came from you plant this thing, you pull it out. You know what I'm saying? You sell it. Cool. People move to cities. Now we go to industrial revolution. We make machines that can do that way faster. And people will go, oh, what happened to my job? Okay, well, your new job is this.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. No, it happened. It happened already.
No. Hopefully you've adapted to the technology fast enough to have a new job. But earlier on, out of your own, from that chair, from that guy sitting right there,
Yes, sir.
how are we gonna sell records when records is free? A lot of people got caught in that undertone and never made it out.
They did, but what you gotta say?
That's not even see this, and this is where we're not fighting because I agree with you.
Okay.
I'm pointing out the downsides of rapid technology on the human condition.
Right.
There are plenty of us.
I don't think that's
Right,
fair.
let me get it out.
Let me say what I'm saying.
It is
Tell you
fair.
why it's not fair.
I understand what you're saying.
Why it's
Let
not
me say
fair.
what I'm
It is
saying.
fair.
Because then, real shit, if you with that line of thinking, this show doesn't exist.
I didn't, but
This show does not exist. With the camera, with Ghost doing this 360 camera,
That's not
it
true.
does not
That's
exist.
not true. That's
Hold on,
not true.
Mac, but let me address
We just be
what he said
performing
and let me
it
address what you
live
said.
in front of a bunch of
Hold
people.
on, let me address
Nonstop.
let me address what
That's
you're
what
saying.
a tour is, bro.
Mac, you know what you sound like to me? The dude that says, I used to make 8 tracks.
Yeah.
And this new thing called cassettes. This new thing called cassettes came out. Guess what? If you don't switch your business to making cassettes, then you lost. Guess what? Hold on. The cassette dude is like, yo, this is this new thing called CDs. And if you don't switch a bit now, let's get into it. We used to sell music. We don't do that no more. Now the music is streamed. If you don't adjust your business model to understand that no longer am I coming to you and saying your album is the center of the focus. We used to do tour support. We used to do all these other things to focus you to the album, to buy this thing that at one point cost $9.99, and when we got drunk in the music business, it cost $18.99.
Yeah, right.
That was the height of it, right? Cool, that doesn't exist anymore.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.